Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. Moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Lindsay on the toss left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. They'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They'll run here with Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsay. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And able to work work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
J.K. Dobbins.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And a Raven first down.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. The 40. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the Raven first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
on 2nd and 12. Jackson flush to his right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on.
And got his man complete. Bring it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Texans 13, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Watson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The keeper thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Watson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Baltimore.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. After the run, Watson going to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Lindsey. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
19, Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, ah.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
The extra point is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 19. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
on 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out, and the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Texans 26, Ravens 22.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 4.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 43-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
King on the tackle. A gain of 15. 1st down, Ravens.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Ravens have taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Ravens 29, Texans 26.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 42-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
Jackson's
no gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Watkins. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
37-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 60 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Ravens 36.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.